Hey guys, so today I am doing another Demon Slayer drawing. I thought I wouldn't do another one, but I guess I am because I thought it would be cool to draw Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. So I'm gonna get started coloring because there's a lot to color actually for this video, and then I'll start talking more about it as I go along. So right now I'm gonna use GG9, which is green gray, which is close to black, but it's not really black, it's a dark gray, and I am going to start coloring in his uh, inner uniform. So originally I wasn't gonna draw Tanjiro because he's not really my super favorite, I would say, out of all of the characters, but he is like my third favorite, so I thought, why not? My first favorite is actually Inosuke, and then it's Zenitsu. So Tanjiro is my third. He's actually really kind. He's like reminds me of Deku. I like how I was talking to my friend about like different lines that each character says, and then I was comparing them with like My Hero Academia, and then my friend was like, "Are they all the same?" And I was like, pretty much anime is like can be structured very similar. It's just a lot of different themes going on. So yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, I like the different like themes and art styles. My nose is runny. I don't know. Every time I film, my nose gets runny, and I'm like, "Come on, I need to film. I can't speak over like having a runny nose. Excuse the fact that I do have a runny nose. I am really happy. I'm like really happy with how he turned out. Tanjiro is my second favorite, third favorite, as I said. He's just a really good character. He's not a bad person, and reminds me of Deku a lot. But basically, because he's such a good person, that's why I like him. I normally don't like super bad characters, like villains and stuff like that. It's funny because me watching Demon Slayer, a lot of the times I avoid watching scary stuff now, like scary movies and everything, because to be honest, I always get affected negatively by them in terms of like I always think that there's something watching me, so completely stopped watching like scary movies. But watching Demon Slayer doesn't really do much to me. I guess because it's a cartoon, so it's not realistic. If it was like realistic, like horror movies and stuff, it would affect me really badly. So I stopped watching like horror movies just because of that. I'm not sick. My nose is just runny, which is weird. My nose is like, oh, you're bending. I have a sensitive nose. It's like if I bend down, it starts running randomly. So excuse the fact that my nose is like that. Tanjiro is really cool though. He's not like like I said, he doesn't have like bad personality traits, so he's just one of those good boy characters, which I actually prefer a lot of. Um, Having that said, the other types of characters that I like are more edgy, so he's one of those characters that are just super good and nice. So it's a relaxing character to follow. He has a lot of stuff going on in terms of his clothing, like his kimono and stuff. So it was a bit difficult for me to like. Sometimes when it's so much clothing, it kind of looks overwhelming to start drawing, but after like looking at the different pieces and stuff like that, you can really tell like it's kind of easy. You just go with what's like you take it step by step. So like I usually do like the underclothing first, and then I start doing like the top clothing, so I'll erase some parts to it. But I won't try to draw the whole entire underclothing outfit, the outfit that's underneath, because most of it will be erased depending on like the pose you're doing. So I'll try to do majority of it that will be showing and then go from there. So it's less work, and I think it turned out well. It just was a bit complicated. Like me looking at his whole outfit, I was a bit afraid because I was like, it's a lot of stuff. But if you take it step by step, it's not that many things. I think the thing that makes Tanjiro's outfit look super complex is the fact that he has so much, like he has a pattern on his kimono, so that's the part that gets really confusing because it's like so many squares and stuff like that. So it's just about taking it slow and figuring out how to draw it one by one, like the outfit. So I noticed on his sleeve, I didn't like have I didn't leave room for like the white part and the black part on this sleeve, so I'm gonna pretend like it's covered by the kimono, but technically speaking, the way like it technically is, but the way he stands in different poses from what I've seen is that you can see the under part of the uniform, like this part. I just didn't do it here, but we're gonna pretend like he's standing in a way that you can't see it. I just realized that I colored it wrong there, so it's fine. Sometimes I make mistakes and then you just have to go with it because you already did it because it's permanent on the paper. So now I am just coloring in his sleeve. I really like how his hair turned out. I colored it off camera just to save some time. I usually do that with the hair and skin. He definitely turned out really pretty for his hair. With that being said, I'm tempted to get a body pillow of Tanjiro because I have body pillows of all the characters that I like the male characters. But the problem is they take up quite a bit of space. So, having that said, I might not. I might just get like a small plush doll instead or a small pillow plush instead, because that would take up less space. Sometimes I have to think about, like, in terms of collecting stuff for anime, it's always about space for me, so I'm thinking, what should I get? But I haven't collected much of Demon Slayer stuff more than I have like My Hero Academia stuff because it's easier for me to find My Hero Academia stuff rather than Demon Slayer because Demon Slayer is pretty brand new as for My Hero Academia. It's been out for a while, so that's why I haven't seen much. But there's a lot online. Like if you go online to shop, there's a lot. So I am done coloring in his under outfit. Oops, I accidentally pushed that down. I don't know if you guys saw that. Sometimes the camera angles are weird. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna use 120, which is just a pure black. And the reason why I didn't use it to color in his underarm His under outfit is because I am going to shade it in with this black instead. So that way there's a variety of different shades, so there's more detail. I kind of made his outfit the way I drew Zenitsu's. If you want to see Zenitsu's, because I drew Zenitsu actually a long while ago. It is in my drawings playlist, but basically for Zenitsu, I actually drew it a bit skin tight. So I did the same with Tanjiro here. I just drew in like the collarbone and stuff. So here I'm just shading where everything would be, including like the bones and the ab parts. So that way, when I actually outline, I have like a reference of where I'm actually outlining. I absolutely love this show's their kimonos. The clothing style is really pretty. So yeah, so there is Tanjiro's inside shirt and pants complete, and then now I need to do the kimono, which is way more work because there's like green and there's black, so I might get confused because it's a checkerboard pattern. So hopefully I do this right. So I'm gonna use G58, which is mint green light. It's kind of like a light mint green. The reason why I'm using this is because other colors end up pretty dark when I color for like the green, for the shades of green. So I'm gonna use this instead so that way it's easier. I'm just taking a photo because I need a photo for like the reference of for my process work. So yeah, so I'm going to start coloring in because all the greens turn out pretty dark and not the way that I want them to be. So I'm just gonna use these. It's all checkerboarded. I think the part I worry about is like this stuff, the different colors bleeding out onto each other because it's easy for art markers to bleed out into places you don't want them to be. So right now I am doing his right arm, taking some long time for me to color because I'm just like, where am I coloring? So almost there. for this arm. And then afterwards I'll go back for the black color, so then I can get the checkerboard look. The way I did the checkerboards are kind of simple, so I didn't do so much detail as in like the different parts for the wrinkles really, because what happened was there's so many things. I was kind of getting confused, so I just drew based on like instead of making it wavy like this for all of the wrinkles, I just kind of just like the way the clothing wrinkles up, I just ended up keeping it a certain way. Most of the checkerboards, I just straight on just drew it pretty straightforward. But you'll notice how I mapped on each checkerboard is more simplified. It's not really that much detail. So that arm is done. I'm gonna go down here to his other part of his kimono, which is lower. Okay, and then I am going to do this part of his arm now. Oh wait, my arm is starting to hurt because the way my stuff is laid out is just, it's the way I'm like drawing with my tripod, so my arm kind of isn't used to it. So I'm just gonna pretend like you can't see that black square in between the two green squares where his hand is, because that's just easier. Because the gap is pretty big over here, so yeah. I apologize for like not talking so much. This is just focus time. I'm just like super focused on each square. Inosuke is my favorite because he's super funny and he has like, I don't know, I like characters that are like, they get angry easily because it reminds me of myself because I have a short temper too, but it's just something that the characters are working on. I like seeing characters get better, like they're angry and then they get better and they get nicer. So yeah, so when they're super happy, it's super cute because Inosuke has this mode where he like gets all giddy and stuff because he's happy, and then that's what I like seeing him because he looks so cute when he's happy. And I like how Tanjiro has so much tolerance to other characters that are like his friends. Okay, so I might shade it later, but I am going to add in the black right now. This video is becoming long, so I'm just gonna keep coloring. And I'm thinking I'll probably color in Tanjiro's sword off camera because it's way too many things I'm coloring in, and this video is getting pretty long, so don't mind the fact that it's like almost 30 minutes long already. I might draw Nezuko one day, but I'm not sure if I will. Normally, I draw like a lot of male characters, but I do like Nezuko a lot, so I might actually draw her. She's super cute and she's really sweet. And now I am on the other side. And I'm definitely gonna color in the sword in a different, like off camera, and then just do an outlining video for you guys to see. But yeah, it's just way too much coloring for like the black squares and stuff, because it's taking a long while. The reason why I don't like speeding up and doing voiceover is because I like talking and drawing at the same time, but sometimes it takes a long time because the outfit has too much elements to it. Like how Tanjiro has way too many squares going on, and so I have to like be careful with each detail because I don't want the different colors to be leaking onto each other, so that's why I'm being super careful. But normally it doesn't take this long, it's just depending on how detailed the outfit is. Like, I don't want the squares to be leaking out onto each other, honestly. So yeah. And the rest of his stuff is white anyways, so I'm just not gonna color those parts. Yep, so that's it for his clothing. I might just do some shading on camera because I still have a little bit of time. So I'm going to use warm gray for his white parts of his kimono. It's a WG 0.5. If you guys are new to my channel, definitely subscribe if you like videos, if you like the videos, and definitely check out the Zenitsu drawing that I did. I think I also did an Inosuke one, but it's further into my drawings playlist if you want to see that as well. All of this process work for Tanjiro will be posted on my social media. It's all in my description box down below, so you can definitely check those out. And if you like and follow those, you'll see all of my process work for different drawings. Some of my drawings I don't even do like the whole, like sometimes I don't do videos for certain drawings, so if you want to keep up to date with different drawings that I do, definitely follow those. And yeah, I've been looking at my statistics recently. More than half of the people who actually watch my videos don't even subscribe. So if you want to get more notifications, you can definitely subscribe if you want to. I will be coloring his sword off of camera because it's just a black sword anyways. So yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.